Tips for young DJs would be patience, probably. Play the long game, don't rush into anything, and don't feel like you're having to do everything all at once. A bit of a veteran now in this scene, I guess, having touring for kind of nearly 20 years, I would say that patience is the key, you know, and have a kind of, it's not always easy because sometimes people pop off really, really quickly and things happen overnight, it almost seems. But just try and ride that wave consistently rather than too many spikes, because, you know, gradually walking up a hill is a lot more successful than, you know, jumping straight to the top and then falling back down the other side. You know? But they say, don't they, that anything that's an overnight success probably isn't an overnight success. It's been building up to that point, you know. But yeah, you've just got to be patient, which is hard because it feels like, especially with social media and people's attention spans, that everything is so reactive. Of if you don't catch people in 3-4 seconds, they're gone, you know. But yeah, I think overall patience is key with this. This industry.
I want y'all to think about something for a second. DJing is truly an act from God, right? We take our two hands and our imagination and we shift the vibe in the room, we create energy, and we're also making memories memorable for all the attenders in the party. That's something that should be held sacred. DJing is an act of selflessness. It's not always about how we feel, even though we have preferences, but it's about the people. So understand this, doctors heal the body, therapists heal the mind, but the DJ heals the spirit. And it's not about clout, it's about calling. And when God calls you to help people heal through sound, that's sacred. Don't take for granted. Peace.
Creatives, you should stop making content. In fact, you should stop making art for your peers, that is. They're not your assignment and they're not your audience. You should make art for the people who love your art.
You ain't ready to put 5 years of grind into anything without making a quarter.
Right.
Don't even start. Sometimes it takes that long to get over the hump. They're not ready.
I think a lot of people go through this thing where if they share information, they're going to lose their business. They're going to lose their edge. Two things are true in this world. One, there's only one you, and nobody can do what you do, even if they try to copy you one for one. It's never the same. And then two, most people that you give information to won't actually take you up on your information. I could tell people right now how to start a business from scratch, all the pitfalls and all the things you should and you shouldn't do. And you know what? 2% will actually take my advice and use it. The rest of them either know better than me or are too lazy to make it happen.
Before it's time to spin, you've got to first cue it up.
I'm probably in your area too. Everybody who owns a laptop, they're a DJ. Everybody who owns a DSL camera, they're a photographer.
And what I'll do is put up blurbs so therefore you can see what I'm thinking about and why I chose that song. You can see the reaction of the kids. So you can kind of like get an idea of how to use it and what to expect.
Why do you want to charge for something that you have the knowledge of and these other DJs don't have the knowledge of? Share your knowledge, you know? Right. But DJing's a lot of fun. It's a lot of work, but it is a lot of fun too, you know? I'm djmikiemike. I cover central, northeastern Pennsylvania, southeastern Pennsylvania, parts of New Jersey, parts of New York State.
And I'm Dwayne Dixon, the hitmanddub from Cleveland, Ohio. And it's time to cue it up. What's up, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the CUEITUP DJ podcast with me, the Hitman D-Dub, and my friend DJ Mikey Mike. Let me unmute him and see if his mic is working. All right. Your picture is looking better. All right. You can unmute yourself.
Okay, how's I sound?
No, you still going in and out. In and out. Yeah, and I still hear myself
echoing. How's that? The microphone. You hear me? Switch it over.
Nope. I'll give you a second so I can.
How about
get?
Can you hear me or no? No. Let me kill this. Might be in that one.
All right, so hopefully he'll get it fixed by the time we get through our formalities that we do at the beginning of the show. I'm glad to see that people are already in the chat. We have DJ Cool Thing. We have Buddy from TBM Productions in the chat. And also I left a question at the top. How do you all market yourself and your DJ business? So Cool Thing has said that he markets himself on his social media. But before we jump into the heart of our episode, wait a minute, why do I still hear myself echoing?
You hear me again?
Yeah, it's still glitching and it's like I'm hearing myself echoing through your mic. All right. Our podcast is a place for DJs of all skill levels to connect, learn, and grow. From pro tips to real talk, we're here to support and celebrate the DJ community. So let me know in the chat if you hear hear me echo, because I know I'm hearing myself echo twice here. Let me see if I'm coming through like that.
Here. When you sound.
Let me see. Okay.
Hey, Dwayne.
I'm sounding on my end. It's sounding fine. So I guess I just have to bear with hearing me double my voice the whole night. But you're frozen right now.
How about frozen?
No, you're still frozen.
I'm still frozen. Boy.
Yeah, because I'm. Yeah, I'm hearing. Yeah, I'm hearing my. Because I didn't hear anything. Yeah, because I didn't hear anything echoing on. Let me see. Double check one more time. Because I don't think I changed anything when I helped Cool Thing with his audio stuff. Monitor only mute. And that's muted. Yeah, and then when I'm talking on my phone, let me see. It's like when I'm talking normal, I don't hear myself. So he's going to do karaoke. Same thing happened to Reflex last week. Hi, cool. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, it's only coming through on your end. So make sure wherever mic you have on. Let me see if I can show my screen. Because this is what I had to do with Cool Thing. Boom. Let me see. Camera. Put you over on. Dang it. Oh. Let me turn this down. Did you join the chill room using that mic? Because that mic was acting up last week too. Yeah, I don't even hear him now. So, Mikey Mike, real quick. Wherever mic you have going into your OBS, make sure that mic that is directly picking up sound from your computer, you have this speaker muted. Otherwise, you're gonna get an echo feedback.
Right now, I have his microphone. You hear me at all?
It's distorted. It's distorted.
So, no,
again, if you're looking at if you're watching the stream and you seeing, make sure that your main mic to your computer is muted. It's muted. Because I shouldn't be hearing myself on top of that.
Let's see. Phone.
Other than that, I'm going to try to reset and try to remember what I was talking about so I can get back on track. Sorry for the technical difficulties. I see Kevin has stopped by. And yep, he says you're stuck. And then Buddy says, I don't hear it. Yeah, I don't hear it except for when you unmute your mic, and then I'm hearing myself. So anyway, let me start all over so I can reset myself. Again, I'd like to welcome everyone here who has joined our DJ podcast, the CUEITUP DJ podcast, with me, the hitmanddub, and my friend DJ Mike. And again, we're here so all DJs of all skill levels can come to connect, learn, and grow. From pro tips to real talk, we're here to support and celebrate the DJ community. So last week, we had a special guest, DJ Chase Martin from Iowa. And the key takeaways from that episode was patience, consistent branding, and client-focused content are fundamentals to a DJ success. 2, let me turn this. This is 2. Building relationships with vendors and local communities accelerate growth. So when we say building relationship with vendors, building relationships with people that actually book the gigs, like your wedding coordinators or your vendors, trying to get on the vendors' preferred list, or anybody that hires the DJ, not just linking up with other DJs where all of you all are trying to go for the same kind of gigs. 3, pricing strategy must reflect your market. So you have to understand your market for your area, because if you don't, you can either underprice yourself or overprice yourself. So you got to kind of like keep an idea of what is going on with your market, and also base your prices on your skill level and the desired clientele that you want to try to get. And Kevin said he's got his God effect on to tell you, do it this way. And then Buddy says he hear the echo now. So do you hear the echo now, Buddy? And then also last week we did, let me show, boom. Last week we had a poll question, and where I asked you all to rank, where do you think your DJ brand falls? In between a scale of 1 and 10, where 1 is you're just starting, and 10 means that you have it on lock. You're the authority. And so this is what each one of those numbers have broke down on to. And here's the results of the poll. So let me see what these numbers are. So out of 9 people that responded, 2 people felt that they were at the new learning level, which is they rated itself as a 1 or 2. And then we had 3 people felt that they were emerging. So they rated themselves between 3 and 4. I put myself at 5 and 6. And I think one other person put themselves at 5 and 6. The mid build, meaning that you have an identity and you're just transitioning into a new price level. And then 3 people have said they have a strong branding on social media.
Hey, Dwayne, I you see me now, buddy?
Yep, and you're not echoing.
Okay, yeah, I'm going through my phone.
Okay. So so Cue It Up, is that DJ Mikey Mike? And the DJ Mikey Mike that's at the bottom, is that DJ Mikey Mike 45? Because you know you got all these different personalities.
Yeah, no, this is just regular djmikiemike here.
Okay.
I'm gonna kill it now. The other one seems like it's moving around fine.
Yeah, here it's like it's still kind of grainy.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna kill that one completely and just go here.
And let us know in the chat. Let us know in the chat if everything cleared up for you all. And then it said, Buddy says it looked like you were sleeping again when you froze.
Yeah, I know. Now is that now? Could you see me better here on this one?
Yep.
Because I'm just looking at my phone here, so I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm trying to hold my phone up just right in front of my face here for you.
Yep.
I'm looking good. Can you hear me good?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
And then Cool Thing said everything is good.
All right, Cool Thing. Thank you, sir.
All right, let me go back and try to. So today's episode, we're going to be joined by Dan and Emily as soon as they're on a conference call. So that's why they're not here now. So they said they'll join us as soon as they get finished with that. And so I asked the Shuffle Couple to join our show because, again, I have YouTube on. I don't really like watch except for when it's time to spin on Mondays. I will watch. But other than that, I really don't watch the YouTube. I usually have it on while I'm doing work. And there was a couple of videos that I saw that he had I shouldn't say he had they had posted that piqued my interest. One was how they began DJing, because it's an interesting way that they got into DJing. And it's remarkable how they got to where they at today in such a short period of time. And then if you ever saw any of the Shuffle Couple's videos, they have a unique way of doing their gig vlogs. Usually people that do a gig vlog, where they'll come on and they'll say their names, and then you'll see them pack their vehicle. You see them driving to the venue. You see them unloading their vehicle, and then they go through all the equipment that they bought for the event. And then you'll see them do a couple of introductions. And then if the video is 20 minutes long, that's 15 minutes. And then you'll see 2 minutes of dancing. And then they do their outro and they tell you to like, comment, and subscribe. So there's a formula that seems like every DJ that, especially starting out, that doesn't know how to do a gig vlog, they follow the same formula. But with the Shuffle Couple, they do theirs a little bit different. It's almost like when you watch their videos, it's almost like you're right there with them, because they seem to be more, I shouldn't say carefree, like they don't care, but to be more open or fun. If I don't know how to say it. They remind me, like, here they come.
And more relaxed and just sitting back
Yeah,
and enjoying.
it's like,
enjoying
hey,
everything.
Dan.
Hey.
Yep.
What's happening, Dan?
Yeah, we were just talking about you all. Let me put.
I just got on there too because my internet, my camera, and the audio, everything. I'm like boom, I'll switch over to my phone. So
Hmm.
I'm holding my phone, and if I go off center or for whatever, my arm might be getting tired, so I'll just switch arms in.
Yeah.
You were by yourself for 30 minutes, Dwayne?
No, he was there going in and out. But see, we had Cool Thing. Came. He's always there first in line. So I at least had Cool Thing to talk to. Then Buddy joined us, and then Kevin joined us. So I had company.
So a great show already. So off to a good start.
Yep. But I was telling them a little bit about your videos and your uniqueness
thank
in the
you.
way that you do your gig vlogs. Because I gave the breakdown of how everybody else does their gig vlogs, the same formula, and how it'd be like 20 minutes long. And they go through all the, the setups, the breakdowns, the driving to, what equipment they're using. And then it'd be 5 minutes left. And four of those minutes is like the actual party. And it's usually like a line dance or something. And then they'll do the outro about, like, comment, and subscribe. So I was telling them how you all do your videos, how I found yours interesting because yours remind me of, I guess, being a school teacher to keep the kids occupied, when you finish your lessons. They like to watch these certain videos, like the Fun Couple, not the Fun Couple, the Fun Squad, the Jake and Jake Paul, Logan Paul videos, those kind of videos. You know how those reaction kind of videos, and how everybody's just that's not over the top, but more outgoing as opposed to being the regular reserved kind of thing. So I was like, that's what I find unique with you all.
Yeah, we don't try to take it too serious. We're just two people still trying to figure it out.
Mm-hmm. But I was telling them
that's the best way.
Yeah, I was telling them that I watched your long form YouTube video. I guess where you all sat down as opposed to the Instagram video of your journey and how
boring.
Huh?
Boring.
No, I still found it interesting because when did you start DJing?
Oh gosh, is it 2022? Man?
Whoa, because I was like,
23 was our first wedding.
Yeah, I'm like, what you all doing now in just a couple of years? I found that amazing. Going from, why don't you just tell us the story? I don't want to. You here to be our guest. I don't want to be like the other person. Just talk and you just be sitting there.
Yeah, my aunt came for my sister's wedding and she said, "Hey, your uncle has all this stuff. Do you want it? You should start a DJ business." So we said, sure. We grabbed, I think, a U-Haul, just rented one and drove it 8 hours to Michigan. And I remember my uncle showing me the stuff. Like, he wasn't around. He passed. So I wish he was still around so he could say, like, this does this, this does this, because I would have loved a mentor in that situation, but didn't have that. So turned to YouTube. But anyway, so we picked up all this dusty stuff and then drove it all the way home. And immediately just tore up the garage, filled the garage full of stuff from the 80s, 90s. I think the earliest stuff was like 2000s. But yeah, got it to somewhat work. And then we hired a photographer, took business photos on our back patio, which that's, I don't know how we got booked from those photos. Immediately found out a truss bar is not going to work for us. Way too heavy. It's not practical to like move this thing. Don't know how you're going to get into a venue. Photo shoot, and then we did like a little coffee. We did a Halloween party, and then our friends started posting about the shuffle couple. So we then made it public, and then we decided to host a coffee shop gig in our hometown. Or was it Christmas party? Just a couple smart parties. Booked our first wedding because of a wedding show. Or was it word of mouth? I think it was word of mouth. Our friend is a photographer, word of mouth. I don't like talking long form like this.
Oh, you could have fooled me the way your videos be.
I'm doing, you know how many cuts I have in a video? Chop, 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 chop.
Yeah,
chop,
that's what I was going to ask you. I was going to ask you, was that because, Cool Thing, he can talk and he can just go and it's like, how he don't have to do a lot of editing. That's what I was going to ask you. With the way that you do your videos, is that one long take or do you all have to spend time editing and chopping up?
Oh, I'm a chopper, a little lumberjack in the editing software. Chop, chop, chop. No, I grew up. I just loved comedy YouTube and like just the way they like edited their videos. That's how I started YouTube, is just chopping comedic videos. So that's how I used to make them, and that's how I still make them. If I start to say or I lose my train of thought, I'll like snip. I'll even like move stuff back like so the sentence actually makes sense.
Okay.
I don't know. I edit a lot.
Yeah. Because I was going to say also that and then he didn't go through the whole story. You have to watch the video. The video is very interesting. I think it's like 15, 20 minutes long or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was still like 30 minutes of unedited footage that I like. I'm done. I think the story's done.
Yeah, but you have to really. He didn't do the story justice. You have to.
What thing?
Yeah, because again, you said you started in 2023, and then you didn't say that you play instruments. So I'll circle back around to that one. But you started in 2023. You had no interest of DJing. You inherit this equipment. You had to learn how to use it. And then in 2026, you all are getting all these gigs. So I was like, that's amazing.
It's unbelievable. Yeah. I remember going to a wedding like in college. I'm like, gosh, I would suck to be the DJ. Am I allowed to say SUCK on the show?
Yeah.
Mike?
That word, you can say that word here.
I can say that one.
We leave the other Matt kind of words over on Tuesday nights.
You beat me for saying it.
You can't still in a position like this.
Yeah, I'm still shocked on how it all happened. Unbelievable.
Yeah. So let's try to like build it up. All right. So when you got into DJing, because of course I'm a music teacher, so I have a musical background.
Yeah.
I backed into DJing. So it's almost like a natural thing for me to DJ because I already knew about phrasing and lining up beats, and I also made beats. And that's what you said you did. So did you find it easy to learn to DJ?
Yes, I was actually shocked with like how fast I picked up like the phrasing, like you said, the phrasing and like the waveforms. You can like tell like when a snare hits or when a bass hits, you just know what that looks like. And that's just from recording audio, you know what that looks like already. So that part just came simple. But yeah, started playing guitar in I think middle school age. I was in a couple bands. Of course, you're gonna write songs. You're a middle school kid, right? Write songs with your friends. And then started making videos in college just because I didn't know what I was gonna do with my life. And then I started making like weird comedic bits. And for some reason, I thought I'm gonna write music for these bits too. So I started writing and recording music. So I've always been this weird, goofy dude, Mikey Mike.
I'm sitting there, I'm trying to hold my phone and.
I thought you was going to use that thing what do you call that? The Osmos, that thing that follows you around.
Yeah, I was going to, but I don't have it synced to this phone yet. So I'm like, it's just like, oh my God, I couldn't believe everything froze up on my computer. I'm trying to get that booted back up and see what happens with that and go from there. Maybe I can get back on going that way.
Okay.
And we could do that.
Okay.
But I'm going to stay here. So if you see my eyes floating around, I'm looking at my other computer and looking at the Mac and try to make sure everything is working right here. But I'll tell you, your story is great. You know, inheriting DJ equipment and not really knowing where to go with it and what to do. You did a great thing there. You know, unbelievable.
Yeah, thank you. It was a huge task to ask, but I think just having that scheduled photo shoot, your friends are coming, your photographer's coming. It's like, you got to get this, you got to get this done, Dan. And it was enough pressure. I don't know. I kept waiting for Emily to say like, let's not be DJs. And I would have been like, sounds good.
Because honestly,
okay,
watching your videos. Well, first I saw a couple of videos. At first, I just clicked off of it because I
Yeah,
thought,
you said that.
because
You said that. I heard that in
yeah,
Chase's video. I heard that.
yep. Because initially, I thought you were one of those. I thought you were. There's YouTubers that do like, let's say, mountain climbing or shark diving, all this weird stuff, and they say, "Oh yeah, I betted my friend that next Saturday I'll be able to DJ a rave," and I thought it was one of those videos. But then again, watching you, not watching, but had YouTube on while I'm working, you know, on my TV, it'll play one video after another video and after another. And since I watched two of your videos, it put one of your videos up there. And then it got past your introduction and it got to the meat of your video. I was like, oh, this guy actually DJs. So he's not one of those, you know, one of those one-off things.
Cody Cole did that. I think he's like, I'm gonna be a DJ in 1 month.
Yeah,
I've seen that.
And then they either book a club where they got all their friends there, or they'll decorate their basement or something, or their college dorm room, and everybody act like they really enjoyed their DJing.
Oh boy. No, in it for the long haul now.
Okay, so do Emily DJ?
No. She's Emily, are you? She's doing client notes right now. She's coming. Oh gosh, be cool, Mike.
Can you see now?
Here she comes.
Not yet. You just a black box at the bottom.
All right.
Hey, Emily.
He just said. He said, "What the heck does Emily do?"
I don't touch the turntable at all. Well, no, I help pick songs.
You do pick songs. She's really good at like scrolling and browsing, and then hits. That's about it.
But that makes sense.
Okay. Because I know a couple of times when I bring my wife along with me, that's what she's good at. She was like, play the song now. Play the song. They'll really love this song. So she's dead on that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I guess she's to you like Tracy is to Buddy.
Yeah. No, it's you've had those nights where you're just like a little brain fog. You've been doing this all day, and it's like, I need help picking a song. Just pick something, and it really helps. Or like, there's a big group of girls out there that are about your same age. I'm like, Emily, pick something that you'd like to hear, because that's typically what they want. It's perfect.
Yeah, and it helps when Dan has his in-ears in, and so like, if people want to give requests, then they usually come up to me and.
Yeah, she's like the blocker, the linebacker.
So I guess the easiest way, since you kind of like gave us the clip notes of your DJ journey, I still hear an echo. I'm thinking that's you, Mike.
I think DJ Mike's in here twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get right off this.
Yep. So let me mute one of. All right.
Okay, there we go. I just shut right
one
back
per
down.
show.
Okay.
You know the rules.
So you're a new DJ. You never DJed before, and you say you watch YouTube videos. So what videos did you watch?
Our first one, we had a Christmas party. So I stumbled upon DJ Bars. Let's do a corporate Christmas party. I think that was like one of my first gig logs I've actually watched. And then it just went from there. It's like how to DJ, how to beat match, how to use Serato, how to load songs, how to analyze music. It's like you start at the very basics and just build it. There's just so many different things. I watched Nick Spinella was a huge one, and then I watched his show every week. And then I found Aaron Strawn, and then you find Cleveland Terry, and it's just a snowball effect. And we live in a small town. Like, I can't just go watch another DJ. And nobody in town DJs. And it's kind of just this big joke that, oh, you're a DJ? So, like, here it's not taken serious. It's like a weird creative thing to do and kind of frowned upon. So I had to turn to YouTube to like figure out how to do this correctly.
Okay, so you pretty much watched the same one that everybody else watched.
Yes, same ones.
So then, how did you meet up with if there's not like a lot of mentors? So how did you meet up with Chase?
Just online connections. I think we started following. Well, I think we just typed in Iowa DJs, and we just started watching, consuming. That's all we're doing is just keep watching and growing and figuring out what style we're looking for. And then that's how we stumbled upon Chase and JM3. And then we found Nick Nystrom and just a bunch of Iowa DJs. And then he's doing the same type of mixing as like they are in, I guess Nick Spinelli and his crew are doing like the club style.
Yeah, he does a lot of hip hop.
So yeah,
the Jersey club style.
Yeah, just quick mixing. That's what I'm looking for.
You do wordplay?
I don't mess with them. I've done a couple wordplays live, thinking like this is gonna be cool. Watch this reaction
to them. It's mainly for us. I feel like
it's for the
turns to us, and then I of course record it and like post it. But other than that, I feel like
it's for the DJ community. A wordplay is for the DJ community. Does anybody really? It's usually over their heads.
Because we've done what's it? Party in the USA, and when she says, and then Britney's song.
That one.
That's not a word.
That one's played out, right?
Yeah, we haven't done that one in a while.
We've done that ABCDEFU song, and to crank that Soulja Boy. That got a huge reaction.
That was that prom.
Okay,
that was the only time though.
Okay,
I don't know.
And then, when you inherit the gear, what did you have? Turntables, controllers, or CDJs, or?
It came with I think Denon CD player, like a 4-disc CD player. That's what it came with, and it came with this big Gemini 8-channel mixer that was just on slides, volume sliders, and then a crossfader. It also came with like 2 cassette tapes, so it was like really old school DJing. Yeah. And I removed all that, bought a Hercules Impulse 500 controller. Because I'm like all these DJs that I'm looking up to and like studying and mentoring from virtually pen pals, they're doing this new style. I can't be using CDs. I gotta go digital. So that's Impulse 500, and then I used my uncle's stuff to get us through that first couple months. I'm hogging the microphone. I apologize. I am.
I thought you had. I was gonna say I thought you had that on the stand Tuesday.
It is. It's on a little cute one.
Oh, okay. Because I thought that was like one of those, like the big, the regular mic stand.
The boom mics? No.
Yeah.
I'm in the living room. I'm getting comfy.
I thought that was your podcast room. After looking at the video,
this is the podcast room.
Oh no, the podcast room had the spinning chairs.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
That's too close to the nursery.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to wake her up.
No. How old is she?
13 months.
Cool. Enjoy every second of their life. 'Cause they grow too quick.
It just gets more and more fun.
Yep. Yeah. Until they hit about a year and a half, and you have to have eyes on your head because they're up the steps down here and down there.
She's there already. She's there.
Yeah. Oh God.
She's a little athlete.
Cool. That's cool.
All right. So let's go into our topic for tonight. So I want to talk about branding and marketing, because that's where, because again, going from, no, it's for both of y'all, because it's a team. When I watch your video, it's a true team. It's almost like the Wonder Twins. You can't have one without the other.
True.
Yep. And it's just like with this one, what I want to talk about tonight is branding versus marketing. Because I think that's where I'm still amazed that you're able to not really know how to DJ or was thinking about DJing and then quickly get into the wedding, the wedding kind of lane, and then do it without a mentor or being brave enough to do it and not failing. Because it took me a long time. I started doing DJ kind of stuff in 2003. And then it took a lot of coaxing from my coworker to start trying to do weddings. So eventually he talked me into doing them in 2014. So that's 11 years. And then I would say about 3 years was the first time I did one solo without him. So for you all to jump right in and just hope for the best, that took a lot of bravery.
Yeah.
So what kind of wedding was it? Was it a big wedding, or did you just blindly pick one?
It was our friend is a photographer, and she's been in the wedding industry for a long time. And then she had this couple that said, we're looking for a DJ. Not our budget's pretty small. And she's like, I think I know just the 2 people to do it. And I think we did it for like $500.
Yeah.
So really tiny wedding in this small little.
Looking back, it was the easiest thing. Like, but to us, we were just panicking the entire time. Any announcement, any transition, we were just like, is that okay? Like, we were just so nervous.
Yeah.
We even went to their wedding rehearsal. We got to the venue. I don't know how early. Well, we set up the night before too.
Yeah, we got there after work, which it's like a 30-minute drive to get to this venue. We set up, we sit there, watch the rehearsal. The sister does her little song. We leave there at like 8, 9 o'clock at night. And then we get there at like 3 p.m. the next day, noon.
I think it was.
I think we get there like 11 noon. And everything's set up already. We don't need to be there.
So y'all didn't start doing your gig vlogs yet?
No, I didn't. So that's the thing. I didn't feel like I was truly ready to do a gig log until this year. I felt all my people I was looking up to weren't making anything these days. So I'm like, I think there's a space, there's a market for it. And I think I got a new little twist to it that I've never seen before.
I kind of wish we did, looking back, just to see how we were setting things up and how long it took for us to set it up, because we just didn't have like a system down yet. We just kind of were like, this seems to, I don't know, we just didn't have a flow yet of like how to set up and tear down.
So Emily didn't like come in the garage with me and figure out how this stuff worked. So a lot of the times you were learning on the job training. Like you were at the wedding trying to figure out like, so what's this one do?
And Dan's already stressed in here. I'm just like, so
what's this?
Not the time to ask a question when we're both nervous.
Oh boy. So yeah, it was like it took a long time to set it up because I'm training at the same time.
So you're saying that, because that kind of like goes back into what Tom said from the knot and what Chase has said with trying to find partnerships with other vendors, as opposed to finding another DJ per se to try to get gigs. Find an actual vendor who comes across couples all the time that's looking for this, that, and the other. The same way for DJs. If they know a photographer, y'all can like trade. So
yeah, that's how we got our second wedding too. Was she was the same photographer for that one, and then we had a bunch of like small events. Like,
the wedding show, I think, is what.
The wedding show, yeah.
And so I think that first initial connection of we had that photographer. She's a pretty well-known photographer in Iowa. Gave us that like jump start. And then Emily's amazing marketing. She really promoted us, made us look like stars. It was bad, Mike.
We went to this wedding show in January of like 2023. We had no experience besides a community event. And we just sold ourselves. And I think we got quite a few weddings for that following year from that wedding show. Maybe some later that year too. I don't know.
But the biggest thing is, no matter the gig you perform, like everyone's watching. No matter what you mix, like it's your last day ever.
Right, because we did like a sand volleyball party, and the bartender there wanted to hire us for Rag Rides, that big like bike race across Iowa, at his bar. And so it was just like, you never know who's listening there.
Yeah, I mean, you could be DJing somewhere, and then all of a sudden somebody comes up to you or a college and says, "Hey, I was at this party or I was at this bar or whatever, and I seen this DJ. We're getting married, and we like you to DJ our wedding." So, I mean, no matter where you're at, always give it 100%. Don't
Yes.
ever slack off and say, it's just this little dive bar. We don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
No, give it 100% all the time.
Yep.
And that's the best. The best marketing is word of mouth. I mean, you could have a great website, post stuff all over Facebook, Instagram, and stuff like that. But word of mouth still is, I think, the best way of marketing, because it's coming from the other person's heart. They're telling this person how good you are.
So Emily got her marketing degree shortly.
I was doing it during.
I think you just finished, but like you were itching to start any sort of business you can. So when my aunt said, "You want to start a business?" You're like, "Yes, yes, 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 we'll do it. I'll market it."
So you have that going for you all with the marketing.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
what is it?
Den, you only get 1/3 of the profit then, because she's the marketer, and then she's for business owner, so she gets 2/3 and you get 1/3.
That's right.
I'm just the DJ.
The co-owner.
So which one came? So I'm going to assume, since you're into marketing, the marketing came before the brand, or did they both kind of like morph and mature the same?
I don't know. What do you think? I feel like the marketing had to come first before we spent. I mean, we didn't announce anything until like fall of 2022, because we wanted to make sure we had kind of all of our branding together at that time, what we used, our website and stuff.
I'm gonna say the brand came first because we got the name, loved the name. We workshopped that name for about an hour and a half in the car.
No, longer. I mean,
There's a couple days of just like, what about this? No. What about this? No. And then once we got the name, I reached out to my graphic designer, high school buddy. He's a freelancer in California, and he designed our logo for us. So we made the brand first. We made it look polished and like these guys know what they're doing. We were polishing a turd, Mike. We made it look good. And then Emily just marketed that because, I mean, we didn't have the skills yet to back it up.
Right. But then when we did, like back then, Dan always had all of his DJ equipment set up in our basement. And so I would be posting mixes that were not good, but people were so intrigued, mostly our hometown folks, that were interested and like, oh, what's this all about? But looking back on it, I should just delete all of that. If you go way back to our Instagram, but
Keep everything right from the beginning to up till the present day, because you're watching yourself grow then.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, there's the one that they got that movie growth. You know how you start the movie off, they could be a baby, and then 5 minutes later, they already grown.
yeah, exactly.
I like those movies. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. Because I was going to say, so you just, everything you just put content out. So do you think that's the best way to kind of like market yourself? Just not wait for the perfect content, just put content out? Is that good advice, or should we at least think about what you put out?
Right. Yeah. Every now and then I have like some strategy behind. I mean, it's a lot easier when it's during wedding season and I have like a lot of fresh new content, but I feel like during off season, it's a lot of like, noticing other trends. Like there was this one, and we missed the mark, but I want to say it was in the fall, where a lot of businesses were doing like a coffee shop, for example. It was like, ew, did a 1-year-old make this coffee drink? And then it pans the camera over to an actual like little kid. And so I thought about doing that, since now she stands and has a DJ set up. But obviously that was like months ago. But just things like that, where I like pick up on Oh, we could do something like that since we haven't had a wedding in a couple months.
So she's talking like TikTok trends and trying to just replicate. How can we apply that to DJing? But I think the strongest videos and small content form is just being authentic, being you, and then people are drawn to that authenticity.
Yes, yes, definitely.
I'm crushing this interview.
Yes, you
No,
are.
because yeah, you have a because your journey just itself can pretty much. I feel there's, if we sit and really look at your journey, it's like kind of like a blueprint of how to break out when you don't have the some people can back into it and they just can go do it just like everybody else and get their foot into the door. Other people gotta find more creative ways to get through it, and that's what's intrigued me with you all. How you
Thank you.
Yeah, how you all were able to do it, and how you started from humble beginnings to now, and you're not full of yourself, or there's certain DJs that put out videos that's like think they're bigger than life. It's just like it's almost like watching that feel good movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like the underdog that's doing it. Yep.
I'll never pretend I'm the best or like I'm satisfied with where I'm at. I feel like anybody can continue learning and finding new ways to improve.
Okay. So you inherit your equipment, and of course you said it was dated like in the 80s and stuff. But looking at your videos now, you don't have dated equipment.
No.
So how did we come into upgrading?
Little bits at a time. It's just necessities. It's never like a need, or I'm never chasing like I want this thing, unless that thing I did. Whoops. Yeah, I felt I need a controller. What do I buy? What's in our budget right now? The Hercules 500. Okay, it's kind of like you buy the cheap guitar before you get really good, and then you buy the expensive Gibson Les Paul. That's how I treat everything. Like, okay, am I gonna be good at this? So I bought the cheap one, an okay, decent starter, got good at it, used it for a year, and then bought the Rain one, just because I thought it'd look better for marketing and photos. And like the moving platters catches people's eye. I think that's great for people on the dance floor can actually get a visual representation. Like, oh, he's doing something back there.
Yeah.
And just the boring stuff. I was nervous with Phoenix microphones, so then we upgraded to Shure's. I don't know, it's just little stuff at a time. You like watch gig logs. Everybody's continuously learning, so just watching gig logs, like, oh wow, that's a good idea.
And then we watched Chase Martin DJ at the Vendor Let Loose 2 years ago, and we saw his tube lights and up lights and strobes at the time, and we bought them like the next day.
Yes.
We don't use the strobes anymore, but
yeah, we weren't DMXing. We were just putting Chevet gig bars on auto and just letting them roll. And then we went and saw a nice, clean, polished look. Like, dang, we're not in the same ballpark. So you just watch and learn and keep growing at your own pace. Don't just take out a loan or anything crazy like that.
Right. And then, so did you have you learned DMX?
Yeah, that was brutal. I did not enjoy that. No fun. Did you guys learn that? You messing with that at all?
Yep, I am.
Still, like, you need some help?
Well, I can always learn.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm
definitely.
not. Do you guys use Sound Switch, or what are you doing with?
I use Sound Switch.
Yep, I use Sound Switch.
Yeah, it's user friendly, thankfully, but
I did start off with the Obey. I think it's 8 or 10 channel. I had the actual channel things, learning it, and once I figured it out, then I saw a Sound Switch. I was like, since it's automatic, I was like, let me go and get that.
Goodbye. Yeah, that was in one of my uncle's boxes, and I blamed it on that controller. Like, it just doesn't work. It's not me. It's that dang controller.
He also had a bubble machine. Do you remember the bubble?
He had a bubble machine.
they can be dangerous, bubble machines.
What?
Especially like on on the dance floor, or even like they have a rug area in front of the dance floor. It becomes like an ice skating rink. It's unbelievable. I've seen a couple people fall. I don't use one, but I was at a wedding and the guy had a bubble machine going on. There's these tiny little bubbles. I mean, they look beautiful. His lights are going through it. But a couple people walked through and boom, back down. They went, thank God that one's broken. But still, it's just be careful with that, you know.
It's been in the trash for 4 years now. It's gone. It's gotta be soiled by now.
Even with strobe lights, you gotta watch too, because there may be people that have a medical condition
right
that they don't even know of, and all of a sudden the strobe lights come on and boom, it triggers it, and they may have epilepsy, and next thing you know, they're laying on the floor and having an epileptic attack. So people ask me, hey, do you have strobe lights? Yeah, but unless you could prove to me that nobody has a medical condition, I'm not putting strobe lights on, because there's no way I want to see somebody go flat down on the floor. You know, it's a wedding or whatever type of event. I want to make sure everybody's having a good time.
Yeah, that's a button on sound switch, but I never touch it you just don't know who's out there.
Exactly.
We've had one groom that said, please don't flash the lights. I'm like, okay.
I had one wedding that I did, and the girl, I didn't know she was an epileptic. I thought she was just drunk. She's sitting there with like this with her head on her hands, and she's looking down at the table, and I'm thinking, okay, she's pretty well juiced up. You see, everybody at the wedding was all whacked out of their brains that night, and here her boyfriend came over and said, can you please stop having the lights go on and off? I said, yeah, no problem. So I just put them on a slow fade, and then he came back to me and goes, they're still, you know, boom, 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 boom. I said, no, that ain't me. Here it was the flash coming off the what do you call it, the camera, the photographers. They had these big flashes set up in the room, and each one, as soon as they hit the camera, boom, boom, you know, you'd have 4 big flashes going off. So told the venue manager, she told the photographer, and then the bride came up and took it out on me that I stopped the photographer from using their flashes that they want to use. And she was bright to not to be, she wasn't kind at all to anybody, to me, to the venue manager, to the caterer. Everything was a problem. Even the judge, she didn't like the judge that married them. I was like, oh Jesus, let this night be over, please. You know.
I was thinking my internet was messing up again. I was like, oh, we lost them.
Oh, I left. I was fed up.
So you gave us the peace. I'm out. Cause that's
ice.
Yeah, we give Mike the business when he did that to us. So you inherit the equipment.
Yes.
And then you watch YouTube videos to trying to get the basic skills down. And then was the photographer that took the professional photos at the Halloween? I know you did it on your deck. Was that the same one that got you the wedding gigs?
No, that was another photographer friend. He's got a little more animated style, and she's got that more wedding professional look.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, look at these cute daisy pics over here on the wall. That's our friend Katie that did those.
Wait, you can't see that.
Oh, you can't see it. Oh, that's my foot massager, and that's my dog.
Tilt it up more.
And that's my family.
Okay.
Oh, beautiful photo, beautiful.
But she takes that style. But no.
We wanted more of like he does a lot of like corporate, and he uses a lot of lighting, and so we just knew that would be a better photographer for that sort of stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Like the fun lights. He has his own studio stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Oh, yeah, because I gotta watch that video because you all did the photo shoot or something.
Yeah.
Was the last one?
Yeah, he was there again. Yep.
Okay.
A little reunion.
Right. So your content, and I saw your website. So who designed that?
I did, and it's actually getting redone again by one of our friends that went to. She's a graphic designer. I haven't posted anything new on there in a long time. It's hard when my full-time job for I'm kind of I it's kind of like the chamber of our town, but I do all of the marketing and social media, and I manage their website, and so it's hard going from that to then ours, and so I feel like I've put ours on the back burner a little bit.
Well, you're working 8 hours a day there, and then you come home and you say, okay, I'm gonna have dinner, and then I'm gonna get to our website. It's like you're working 16 hours or 12 hours, whatever. It's like, no, wait, I gotta separate some stuff, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
I thought Emily did a good job.
It's okay.
What?
It's funny up here in northeastern PA. I don't know what it is. People are not attracted to websites. I don't care. You can have explosions going off. They'll just pass right over it, you know?
And
Do you have explosions in your website?
Oh, I don't.
What was that?
Do you have an explosion in your website on your homepage?
No. But
Well, maybe try it.
You know,
How do we know that doesn't work?
honestly, a friend of mine, he paid over $4,000 to have his website done, and this was probably about 4 or 5 years ago, and he just reached over 1,000 people going to his site in northeastern Pennsylvania. It's basically an older community.
Yeah.
You do a wedding, the average age is about 65 or 70, except for the bridal party.
How many explosions does $4,000 get you on a website?
When he told me what he paid, I'm like, oh Jesus, that's
Yikes.
crazy, guys.
That's hot. What did we pay her? 1,400, I think.
Yeah.
Ain't you made a new brand logo for us?
Yeah.
Cool. I mean, that's great. That's awesome. Because I mean, I think he got taken over, but what can you do? You know, that was his money. He spent it. He's happy with it, and he just reached 1,000 people. I'm like, oh my God.
Now see, we got a peek in our chat. The Start the Spin crew has joined us.
Oh God.
So we have DJ Shay in the house. We have we got the infamous James King is in the chat.
Hello, James King.
I heard Aaron Strawn call him the Exaton guy.
Yeah. Yep, him and DJ Too Legit. Those two.
Oh my God, full crew tonight.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're coming because they want to see the shuffle couple.
No.
Yeah, definitely.
Did you see what I wrote in the comments about like who are these people in the thumbnail?
Oh, at the very beginning, was it? There was somebody that came real
like
early.
12 hours ago.
It was somebody.
Said,
I don't see it anymore.
It's okay.
Yeah, I know. I'm subscribed to your channel. I mean, it's great. When I was watching the video and how you inherited all this, I'm like, okay, where are they going? You know, do they have any, any knowledge of this prior to this? I mean, you go to a wedding, yeah, you watch the DJ and stuff, but there's a lot more behind it than people don't tell you, and that's why when a person calls you up and they give them the price, they're like, why so much? It's like, oh, there's a lot of work behind this, it's not just come there, play music and leave, equipment doesn't just pop up, or not I Dream a Genie or Be What You Twinkle Our Nose and there goes the equipment, it's up,
Yeah, I feel like a moving crew half the time.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why I'm impressed that you all did it and you all learned it as you all went along and not like had someone show you the ropes.
Oh yeah, I do IT work, like technical. I'm a fiber optic tech for my full-time job.
Okay.
So like I've always been kind of techie, and then I do a lot of troubleshooting. So it's up I'm the equipment manager for Shuffle Couple, and then we got the marketing manager.
So now you get 50-50 again. Okay.
Yes. Back to fit. What's the chat saying?
All right, that's what I was going to get to. So, buddy, because they always teasing me because by the time I read the chat comments, it'd be like hours and hours before they say something. But buddy, a long time ago said You can drive 5 hours to hang with him and Tracy.
That was a long time ago we talked about that. Go ahead.
We were
Chinchilla. Well, you drove 8 hours to go get your DJ equipment.
That's true. Buddy lives in Chicago.
Aww.
Thanks,
We're going
James.
to Chicago in July, buddy. See you then.
And Chinchilla's in the chat. Welcome back. And James King wants to know, how is that mic treating you, Dan?
Oh, I saw some influencer promoting it, and I thought I'll give it a shot. No, I don't know. I don't know how it sounds. I'll just hold it.
Oh, true.
How is it
sounds
treating
great.
you guys? Does it sound okay? I don't
No,
know.
it sounds great, honestly.
Yeah,
It's
we don't have
fantastic.
people
It's
in
wireless.
What?
Check that out.
Yeah, we don't have
we
people in
used
the
it
chat
for a
saying turn the
voiceover?
mic up, so I guess it sounds good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm stuck on my phone here because something with my internet and my.
You sound good, Mike.
I just have my little earbud in. That's it.
Honestly, yeah.
And then DJ Shay says Dan looks like one of those Swedish celebrity DJs in the thumbnail.
Yes, I do. Did you see the pic?
No, where?
I wish I looked like that. I
Oh,
wish I
you mean
looked
the-
like
you mean
Dwayne's
ours?
thumbnails. Yes.
Oh, that is this one. 'Cause I couldn't find. I was like, that don't look like him, but at least it did you more justice than it did DJ Shay and DJ Pretty Boy.
It butchered them.
Yeah. Oh, because back then AI was terrible. That's back then when you could have like 10.
Who is that guy?
My God.
That kind of looks like you from a. If I squint, that looks like you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Are you looking at that? Like, I wish that was Dan.
No.
She's like, dang it.
Ew.
You know, back when AI would give you all types of limbs and take your fingers and stuff off.
What, Will Smith eating spaghetti in
Mhm.
like 2021? That was wild.
All right, and then let's see. Shay said, can't tell if it's AI or an old haircut.
I gotta see the picture again.
And then James has said, Mikey Mike is a day one member of my jury. Respect, brother.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Did you get roasted on there, Mike? Did you get you good?
No.
Oh,
Nope.
okay. Boy, he got me. I got whooped.
Oh man. Well, he could get me good because the 2 times I went around the show. I mean, I think we got the most hits on the show that night. You know.
Mm-hmm. And then Shay said, James also, yes, we are puckered up and ready for the roast next week. Or so I
Yeah.
guess they're gonna get on the Start to Spin crew. And then Chinchillin
Pretty
says,
good.
I've heard back in the day, all of us are afraid of AI and robots because the movie The Terminator.
I'll be back.
Mm-hmm. So let's go and talk about you mentioned doing a wedding show. So the wedding show from the video that was out like a couple of months ago, was that your first one or was
That's like our 4th one, I think.
Yeah.
But the only wedding show we've ever done was at that or at that venue. So this was our 4th time being at that wedding show.
okay?
Did I answer that correctly? I think I
Like
did.
the most recent one we did?
Yeah, he's asking if that was our first one, and no, that was like our 4th.
All right, so because that's the one thing I haven't done yet. I keep saying I'm going to do one, but it's like, I don't know. And then when I want to do it, I want to make sure I'm not wasting my time. I want to make sure I bring the right things and have all my marketing, since that's what we're talking about tonight, my marketing together. So what kind of things should I bring? Because I noticed you all didn't go over the top. You brought just what you needed. So
Right.
There were some DJs there that did bring their full setup, but we knew with the space that we had from where the venue placed us, that we would just be having not even half of our equipment, like no speakers or anything. But I already had obviously our business cards, but then also like a little like postcard type thing that people can grab. So I feel like most of the time people just stop. They don't really want to talk. They just grab something and then they leave.
I think Joe Bunn, they had a podcast last week they talked about wedding shows, and they talked about prices on the back of those cards, and they said super helpful to have that just on the back, like it's a picture of you dancing, Dwayne on the front, getting down, and then you flip it and there's all the pricing sheet, and they said that's super beneficial because they're actually just window shopping at that point. They're just
Yeah.
oh
Yeah, because that was a big
And-
debate when Chase was on the show, whether or not to
Yeah.
post your prices like on your website and all that.
yeah, we're up there. Did you find it? Did you dig around and find it? You said you checked out the website. We're on there. We're out in the open kind of folks.
Yeah, I didn't look at your prices. I was too busy going ooh because the way the effects go when you scroll
Come
down
on,
and everything pops up.
Please.
Yep. So
Timmy
yeah, I
doesn't
didn't
like
get
the
that.
website. I love it.
Mm-hmm. So
Is
give
it
us-
beneficial?
Go ahead.
So is it beneficial to do a wedding show?
Mhm.
I think if you're starting out, yes, definitely.
I think we were surprised that there's still a lot of couples that are trying to find a DJ even into like this summer, and we already have our calendar stacked with weekends off and then the weekends that we do want weddings. And so they would say like, are you available this? We'd pull up our calendar and then we'd say no. And they would just turn around, no like after comments or anything like that. But yeah, definitely having a handy, like if you have your calendar on your phone or whatever, just to because they will ask that. Like there's just like maybe 30 seconds of small talk and then it's like, well, are you available this day? And
Yeah, they're just window shopping. And I wouldn't get into like details. Like I use the Evolve 90s and I use my Exotons 1503s. Or I use a Rain 1272. They don't care. They don't know what that means. That's just a different language. Just tell them what you're going to do for their big day, their big special day. And then honestly get to know them. Just be a person and have good small talk with them. And that goes a long ways.
The best thing to do is be yourself. Like you said, just be out in the open with everything that you do, and you don't have to talk about it and what you're going to do for them for that day. You're going to make it less stressful for them because that day is very stressful for the bride and for the groom. So when you say, hey, listen, I'm going to do my best to make it the stress level be down minimal for you. I'll be talking to the venue manager, this, that, trying to keep everything under control for you guys. So that means a lot to the couples. And you guys are lucky that you are having wedding shows out there. I think they have one, or I had one around here this year, or was it last year? Got 2 multi-ops running, and as soon as you walk in the door, the one multi-op is on the one side, the other multi-op's on the other side, and they have the whole front entrance taken up. They have they have all their equipment. They have other DJs there that work for them. So I mean, then you go to the back room and you have all the other DJs, and they're all crammed in like little spaces. It's like I don't even want to do one around here.
I get it.
I went to one in November, and that one is one of those ones where they have a big convention center, but they put the wedding expo in this little corner. So if this is the venue, they'll have this little block right here for the wedding, the wedding expo, and it's cramped. So it's just like it's almost like looking at a big pile of ants just going back and forth. So how do you like grab the attention to a potential client?
I try to keep a nice smile. I'm trying not to look at my phone. I don't want to like.
It is awkward when the last one we were at, we were way far away from the entrance door. So they're all kind of gathering in the entrance and we're super far away and we're just like hoping that they make it over to us, but you don't want to.
You gotta reel them in, Dwayne. Like if you see them kind of like,
Huh?
you like lock eyes with them and go, hey, and just make it as open as possible, and then they might trickle your way. Just give them that, make them feel comfortable. Like, I'm gonna go talk to these people. I don't know,
Sometimes
talk
if
to them
you
like you already know them.
Sometimes if you walk up front with some of your cards, hey, well, hey, we're back here. If you want to come back and talk to us, here's our card.
Yes.
And that tees off the people that are running the show, because usually they're the ones that are set in front. They're like, next year we don't want you here at our show because look what you did. Well, hey, I want business too. I paid for my spot, so I'm gonna do what I have to do.
A great opener to get them talking would be. Oh, got a good comment?
Nope. Go ahead, say what you.
Good opener for like a nice bride and groom, future bride and groom come up and they're like all jittery and they're excited to plan their wedding. Just ask how we proposed. Get them talking about that. Open them up, and then by the time they tell that story, they feel like, oh, I already know these people. I feel good talking to these two people. I don't know.
So
it's funny how you could break the ice that way,
Yeah. You find little details, you can kind of learn their personality a little bit from that question.
So I guess that's the key then, because I never really thought about it. Just having like opening, like a cold opening kind of cold start, as opposed to talking business and weddings.
Right. Starts with kind of like a congratulations, and then they're like, thank you, which it is a big deal. It's very special. Yeah, and then just get them talking. That's the secret. Just get them talking.
Okay. Because it's almost like the I had a DJ coach the last week in December, and we went over one of the days we went over sales calls, and because when I did sales calls, I just basically winged it. I didn't have like a workflow, and he was telling me how to create a workflow, and that's was the first step when you first pick up the phone, trying to get to like carry on a conversation, just to loosen get everything loose before you go into talking about their wedding. So I never thought about doing that as a means to attract people at a wedding show.
So after college, I went door to door supplemental insurance sales. That's what I did. I would just get a country map, and I would just go walk into a random house, a yard, and then you wave to the windows like they're in the windows, like, hey, and then you just knock and then start it.
Okay.
And action.
Okay. So you're the kind of person that didn't mind having the door slammed in your face, or the telemarketer that get hung up.
I was that guy. You're slamming the door. But they said the coaching, where I was going with that is, don't start with why you're there or what you're selling. Start with like, oh, I see that tractor in your yard. That's really cool. What year is that thing? You get them talking about that tractor in the yard. Get that, like you said, it's not all about the equipment and sales and like, let's make this happen. It's
more down to earth, more being yourself. I see a lot of people in the chat are going to wedding shows this weekend. Buddy's going to one. James King is going to one. Chinchilla, I think, is going to one also. I mean, I wish they had them around here. It's not a small market area. Believe me, there's a lot of DJs. There's a lot of weddings, but it's just, you got two big multi-ops that suck up everything, and it just sucks. You're a single op, and you're stuck basically on the outside looking in.
Right.
But going back to that, I noticed one thing that you all did that was interesting. You have two videos up about vendors. Was it vendors getting loose? One was DJ Chases.
Yeah.
But then I saw you had another one up. So did you do one?
Did not do one. We just attended Chases.
Okay. So that was your video of what Chase did.
Yes, bingo. We were just guests.
Oh,
we were just there to let loose. And then Chase was
interviewed us.
Yeah, he interviewed us, which is really cool. I think I walked in and he said, I want an interview. I'm like, oh gosh.
Yeah, I
Okay.
saw that one. I think he put it
Yeah,
on Instagram
I
or
seen that.
YouTube short or one of them.
Yeah. Thankfully, I had a coffee at Starbucks right before that, so I was ready to roll.
You were locked in.
I was locked. Yeah.
I have one question for you. Like when you're DJing, you're doing a wedding, and somebody comes up for a request, or somebody wants to come up and see exactly what you're doing. Do you
Yeah.
allow them to come back by you?
Yeah. Oh gosh, yeah. I love teaching it. Like if you want to come and like learn
Beautiful.
what I'm doing, yeah, come take a look. And I'll say, do you want to touch it?
Yeah, I mean that's honestly when you're doing something like that, it's showing how open you are, and that means a lot to that guest and also to the couple that you're DJing for. I mean that's how I am. I'm the same way. Hey, if you want to come, you want to try to scratch with it? Oh no, we're so interested in see how you're doing. And they're like, where's your CDs at? Everything's here on this hard drive. What? On a hard drive? I'm like, yeah, it's on a hard drive. It's like they can't believe it. Where's the music coming from? This little hard drive here. You mean that little thing? Because I use the Samsung T9s, and they're like, you mean that has music on it? I'm like, yes, sir. It has music on it. Or, yes, ma'am, it has music on it. It's just being honest and open with all the guests. Like, I'll get there early. I'm set up and everything, and the guests start rolling in. I'll walk up to them and hey, I'm DJ Mike. How you doing? If there's any requests, anything you want to hear tonight, just come up and see me. Especially if that's one thing I can't stand when the bride and groom says no request. As soon as they give me the opportunity to take requests, I mean, I know there's a limit of what I'll play. That's about it. But just going there and talking to the guest prior to the event, that's icing on the cake.
Yeah. And I think just being nice to the guests when they come up to the booth and request Cotton Eye Joe, which we never want to hear that. but if it comes up, like, we smile, we nod, we give them like the nice smile in the eyes sort of thing, a nice genuine smile. Right.
That's like that's like the Macarena. I played it a million times. You think I would know how to do the Macarena? Nope. I don't want to learn.
Not there to dance. I love that song.
Let's see, there's a bunch of chat people. There's a bunch of new
Bring
faces
it on.
too.
New faces.
Yep.
Describe their faces to me.
One is a circle. I guess they don't have a profile picture yet.
Oh my gosh.
Let me see. Diego's here. DJ Pretty Boy. He's here.
Such a good name.
I love it.
Describe him to us.
Is James using this Action 6 for the wedding expo this weekend? Does he pick the Action 6 up to DJI?
Okay, maybe you answer
What's
that in
the
a
chat
minute.
saying about the wedding show? Have they had any good luck with them? We might get like one booking from the wedding show just because not a lot of brides are there looking for 2027. I think we had last one. Honestly, it was just a good YouTube video. I was happy with that.
I think Buddy does okay.
Does well? Nice.
Yeah.
That doesn't surprise me.
I know Kevin goes to a lot.
Yep.
But let's see. Chinchillin says nothing big and crazy, but was a small wedding, but it was very fancy wedding because it's a religious wedding. And Kevin says check their site. Has phone viewing issues. So I don't know if it's a mobile. If he checked your site and there's something going on with the mobile.
No. I'll talk. We'll send an
Talk to the
email.
marketing
We'll
manager.
talk to the marketing department about that's
And
not my
then-
job.
Yep. DJ Shay said, if Dan showed up at my door, I'll buy wherever he's selling. Kevin said, package listing is hard to separate event types and pricing.
This is great feedback. We should come here more often and just get website. And you got it? She's looking through it. That's a good pick of me.
And James King said, if you can't beat them, then join them, Mikey Mike.
Yeah, we don't have no more shows around here. That's the problem. So
But
I'm
be
not
like
gonna
Dan.
travel.
Be like Dan and Emily. They created their own.
Yeah, I mean that would be great. I wish I could. You know, you have to talk to a venue manager. I know the one venue manager. She would probably be up for it. But again, it's a hit and miss thing around here because again, it's such a old environment, you know, and there's a lot of younger couples that want to get married or are getting married, but here's what it is. The families that are living here, the couples have their children, the children grow up, they go away to college, and all of a sudden they get married and they're coming back to their hometown to get married. They're inviting their neighbors and stuff like that. And so you're having, like I said, again, average age is 65, maybe up to 90. And then the bridal couple that's in their 20s, maybe early 30s. So it's such a, I can't say a backward area, but it's so old, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, that sounds like the wedding I did for Kevin in Cary, Ohio, at the wedding vault. The bridal party and the bride and the groom, they were like younger age, but then they had a bunch of everybody else that were old elderly people. So every time they went out to do their little smoking break, I'm left there with the old people. So we end up having to do like these sing-alongs because they like the Frank Sinatra songs and the karaoke's. So that's how I had to keep them entertained. And then as soon as the party came back in, I had to like switch it back up to play that kind of music.
It's amazing. Like it's just, I guess you could say more of like it's a depressed area because of, well, I'll be 61, so I'm not gonna say the older people. No, I'm like I could say it to myself, I'm old too, but you're getting people, basically your guests are 7 years old, 65, 70, 10, yeah, 90. You'll get a handful that might be in their 40s or 50s, but basically they're all over the age of 65, 70.
The advantage you have of not being a multi-op is people know they're going to get DJ Mikey Mike and not just some rando. Like, here's Tony, his 6th wedding ever is going to be your wedding DJ today. We are available, but who the heck are you going to get?
Yeah, I have enough equipment to have 4 or 5 DJs working for me, but it's my.
So you're a multi-op.
No, I have enough equipment that I can have 4 or 5 DJs working for me, but it's my name. I don't want to do that. Like, Will, my buddy Will, if I'm booked, definitely I'll send it over to Will. If he's not booked, he'll pick it up. My one buddy Tyler, but he joined the Air Force now, so he was another DJ I would pass stuff over to, but they just use their name. That's it. And I don't want nothing for the gig. Hey, I'm just glad the couple has a good DJ for them.
And then let's see, DJ J Tech, he's new to our chat. I'd like to welcome him to our show.
Love J-Tech.
Yep.
J-Tech gave me a video idea for this weekend, and I'm a little nervous about it. He wants me to do a speaker shootout against the Evolve 90s versus the Evers 8s. And I thought that was funny, clickbait. It's going to trigger a lot of people, but that's all I got. I got no video ideas for this week. What should I do, Dwayne? What should we
I don't know.
do for this?
I went and forked out this money for, what is it called? Poppy. You're supposed to be able to like get a bunch of videos that you seem interesting, and then there's like a workflow that you use, and it's like little nodes, and then you tell it to create ideas. So I have a video that I have yet to put out. I did all that. I have yet to put it out. So I got I'm going to start my marketing when I can stop dealing with other people's issues. That's all I've been dealing with all week. That's why I use it's 2:43 in the morning. You still up? Sending stuff out. It's like
you sent me a DM at 2 in the morning.
Oh my God.
Go to bed.
No, because I did go to bed because that was my brain was fried. So I just went ahead and went to sleep and just woke up late, that night or early that morning, and then had to send out my stuff. So
You DM'd back at like noon. Did you sleep till noon?
nope. I had to get up because I had to go. I had to go deal with other people's problems from the day before. So
Wait, what was the last message I sent you or you sent me last night? Is it like around 2 or 3 a.m.?
Oh yeah.
yeah, it was something like that.
Yeah, and I was up at 5:45.
He don't sleep except on our show.
Sure.
Well,
Honestly, it's just rough. I get about an hour and a half to 2.5 hours of sleep a night, and then once in a while I'll doze off during the daytime. But usually I'm up and roaring all day long. So it's like time for a show. I'm like tonight I did some energy drink, and I got a nice tea here, and I'm like, oh man, this is gonna keep me going for the night now,
Yep. So DJ J Tech said if Dan showed up at his door, he'll be driving away with a DJ booth instead selling me whatever he was selling.
He's trying to sell me his Humpter booth for months now.
Oh, okay.
He saw my facade. He said, I got the solution. I just have not purchased it yet. We're negotiating. He's haggling.
And then James King says he's going to leave that joke alone. Do you want to touch it? And then Kevin said he's debating about show based on weather. Doing a show on the weather. Buddy went on to say we have 11 people, but only 3 thumbs up. Why?
What?
Yeah.
Why? Why is that?
We appreciate if you smash that like button.
I don't
everybody.
think J-Tech hit it. I think it's J-Tech.
And then Kelvin went on to say, bad idea listing what equipment you are taking to each event type and number. Oh, I guess we kind of like talked about that, or I should say they talked about it on the chill room.
No, I think he's talking about our website and how we like mention what we're bringing. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah,
that's a good point.
Yeah, because people be like, we have people up in our area that looks for that information, and when they know that you're gone, try to take your stuff.
Right. And it could be like liability reasons too. Like I thought the contract says you're going to bring 2 of these specific speakers. Yeah. Setting yourself up for failure there.
Oh yeah, that's what DJ Barr was talking about like last month.
Oh, Mike fell asleep. Night night.
No, I'm still
here.
Yeah.
I'm still here.
His arm got tired.
My mascot's coming down. She was up in the one shelf here, and she's coming down to crawl around my neck here. Little Clementine.
And then James King said, bro, if we only get 1 booking from the show on Sunday, that would be the first and last wedding show I do. So good luck with your wedding show.
That is the last one we're doing.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, sometimes you don't get no bookings at all, and if you get that 1 booking, you thank God you get it, James. So, every wedding show is different. Sometimes you go and you can get 3-4 bookings, and you go to the next wedding show, you think it's going to be great, and ends up to be a boatload of crap,
We're kind of friends with this vendor at this point, the owners of this venue. So we're kind of doing it for that sense to keep that rapport up. Different angles, not just clients, but more so get those referrals.
Yeah. Now, like I was saying, there's 2 multi-ops that have basically this whole area taken up, but they were the first ones that had a DJ show down at the Kirby Center. So here they had, I didn't attend it. I didn't even want to attend it. And they thought, they're going to get the first wedding at this, the Kirby Center. I ended up doing the first wedding ever there, and they couldn't believe it. The one DJ, multi-op guy called me up, and he tried to rattle me a new one. I'm like, I'm sorry. Listen, well, pass them our way. I said, there's no possible way I'm giving up a gig, especially a wedding,
All the DJs in Iowa are so nice. It sounds scary where you're at. It sounds like The Outsiders
Oh yeah.
where you're
Well,
at.
when I heard you say
Turf wars.
oh, when I heard you say that, see, I got my little girl here. When I heard you say you're going to people's yard and you wave to them through the window, I swear to God, like around here, if that happened, that the owner would be coming out with a gun, like, "What the heck are you doing on my property?" You
Oh
know?
my god.
And let's see. Kevin said he put the issue that he had with your website in your frequently asked questions section.
Oh, I haven't updated that part in a long time. That's probably
I
why.
guess you could see my little mascot right
He
here.
said something about double space then to single space makes it hard to read. Looks like the text is on top of each other.
It looks
Oh
so
my.
bad. You're right.
Good find, Kevin.
I never looked at this page on my phone.
And then
Unacceptable.
DJ Pretty Boy said,
Such a good name.
no one is going to take care of your business the way you will. That's true. Then Adrian E has joined us. I got to check out their show. He was a special guest on the Start to Spin show tonight.
Oh.
And
Yeah, that's tough. You guys are on the same time slot. I want to watch both shows.
yeah. Because if I
well,
had
they're-
known, because at the time we did this, I didn't know of DJ Pretty Boy and DJ Shay and Start to Spin. It was one of those things where Cool Thing had picked Thursday nights, and me and Mike was on Cool Thing's Time to Spin on Thursdays. So nothing else was going on. So when he stopped, we decided to pick it up and do our own show. And it wasn't until Buddy invited the Start to Spin guys onto the round table when we found out about them. Other than that, I would have picked Wednesday. Like, I didn't want to do Friday because that's pretty much the time that everybody be gigging. So I probably would have did Wednesday.
James King has Wednesdays locked up right now.
Yeah, but at the same time,
Bolted
James
shut.
King wasn't around when we started, so that's the only problem.
Back in my day, James King wasn't.
We could look at Tuesday nights.
Nope. No, that's
at 8
open. I
o'clock.
think it's open. No, I don't like Tuesdays. Dwayne, why don't you like Tuesdays? Let's get into that.
Nah, because I'm doing Buddy's show.
Yeah, but that takes a week to get to YouTube, you know. So I mean, we could just do a live show right on YouTube.
Yeah, but see, if we did our show, then we'll miss out on the after show. See, the stuff that y'all don't see, that's the good stuff. The stuff after
Seinfeld.
Dan and all
Seinfeld.
the other ones, all the other ones check out. That's when the party start.
Yeah.
Seinfeld tailed Cheers for. That's how they kind of got big. Go ahead, yeah.
And
Same
then let's see.
situation.
Buddy said you don't tell customers how many things you're going to bring to a gig. Yep. And then Kevin said, yes, you're advertising what you own. Also, the client can use that information against you. If you did not bring everything, then they will want a refund. That's exactly what DJ Barr was saying.
The marketing team is getting blasted this Scoop podcast.
Well,
Dang, I'm
Buddy
so glad that's not my department.
But Buddy has nothing to worry about because everything's in his Mercedes-Benz van. So I mean, if he
That's
says,
a beautiful van.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's.
I couldn't believe at the Roundtable podcast that I was on, they were talking about different pricing for like smaller weddings. Like, but you're doing the same job. It doesn't. It's actually more work. I find it more work for smaller gigs. No, the rooms.
I feel the same way. Yeah,
Because I feel like they're more comfortable coming up and asking for more requests. But if there's a ton of people and you play to the majority and keep the majority happy, they'll leave you alone all night. But like a small group with a huge dance floor, that's quite the task.
Yeah,
I'm not going to charge less for that because I feel like it's more work.
I will drop my price a little bit, but I'm not going to drop it. Well, the way I'm feeling, most of the time when you're doing a smaller gig like that, you don't have to worry about a bunch of lighting. I mean, you're cutting back on your lighting, so that I will knock some money off. I'm not doing it for free. There's no possible way.
Oh, right.
I had a bride call me up and said, there's only 50 people coming to my wedding. I'm like, I don't care if there's 10 people. It's still, I have all this work that's behind the scenes that you don't see or your guests don't see. I have to get there early. I have to set up. I have to, make sure everything's up to par, set up my lights, everything. Even though you're only getting a couple lights, I still have to make sure they're working the right way. Then when the night's over, you guys are going home, and I'm the last one there. I'm getting out of there, and everybody's gone already. So I said, you have a 5-hour wedding, but it's a 12-hour day for me, and they don't see it that way. So I don't care if there's 50 or 500 guests. It's,
Right.
it is what it is. If it's 500 guests, then you got to charge a little more than what your base price is, because you got to bring a little bit more extra equipment for the sound system. But, I see these DJs saying, well, yeah, well, if it's only 50 guests or 75 guests or 60 guests, here's my normal price. I'm going to come down 1,000 or whatever. It's like, well, what are you, crazy? There's no possible way. I will come down a little bit, but I'm not coming down even $500 or $600 lower. I'm going to give them a little bit of a break, but
we bring the same thing to every wedding, and then setup's the exact same. So it's just copy, paste, because we got it down. And once you start like nitpicking and putting this here and this here for these types of, I don't know. What if the bride saw like, well, why did you do that at this wedding, but you didn't do it at our wedding? And then you're in that, well, there's less people. No, that you can't. You're gonna tick someone off.
Well, like the thing is,
you get the shuffle couple, you got the shuffle. You're gonna have what you see online. I don't know, and I'm gonna mix the exact same. Just because there's less people, I'm not gonna put an auto mix on.
Yeah, exactly. You're back there. You're doing a job, and you're doing what you're giving 100% of yourself,
Right.
and you want to get paid for what you're doing. I mean, if you go to work today and it's really slow, guess what? They're not going to say, well, you're getting $20 an hour since it's slow. We're going to give you $10 an hour. No, you're still getting paid $20 an hour. But then if it's super busy, they're not going to say, well, we're going to give you an extra $10 an hour because we're super busy. No, you're still getting $20 an hour no matter which way you look at it.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's what I said. Because I was like, I don't want to adjust my prices to the number of people. It's basically what I need to bring. And it's like the wedding I did in May. Now they had a small wedding, and I gave her my price, and she told me her situation and all that. So I bend only because she was referred to me from my mentor. So to do him a solid, I kind of like bend. So it's one of those things where I did the same effort. I just didn't bring all the extras. Because she said she just wanted, it's just going to be a quick in and out, a couple of hours. And they just want some, the dinner music, the introductions, and a little bit of dancing. So I still bought my setup and did what I normally do. I just didn't bring all the extra lights and the big, huge speakers and all that kind of jazz.
So you did like a Chevy wedding instead of a Mercedes-Benz wedding. As we could do that comparison, like Buddy does with his show,
No, because even the Mercedes-Benz have different size Mercedes-Benz vehicles.
Yeah, exactly. Or a Rolls-Royce wedding,
So if you do a small wedding and you like break it up and like I use the small speakers, or I don't put out as many lights, but there's like a future bride and groom out in the audience, they're watching. Like that's where, like I saw you at this wedding, it was awesome. I saw you at this wedding. If you like make it smaller and like less like whoa, then you're gonna get more clients if you bring the full shebang each time. You're marketing yourself anytime you go out.
What I'm saying about lights, I'll bring my normal setup for lights, but the uplighting or the halo lights, if they want the halo lights or if they want uplighting, usually if you're doing a venue, you say if there's 150 guests, you know how many lights you have to put around the room. Now, you're doing another wedding and the venues are a lot smaller. Instead of putting out 40 lights, now you're only putting out 15 lights, 16 lights, maybe even 10 lights.
You have 40
So they
uplights.
60 something up lights.
What?
Yeah.
Look at him's jaw.
We have
Yeah.
Well,
16.
No, you just take your time, buy them as you come.
what kind of lights? What? You
I
say
have
Chauvet?
I have the Chauvet FX2s. That's
You get
my
Ape
main lights.
Labs.
You know,
Jason, Jen, and I said Up Labs.
Ape Labs are nice.
Only
but
20,000.
yeah, that's I mean, I'll order them tomorrow. I do have what do you call it, both lighting, and then I have Rockville. I like both of them. Actually, I like the Rockville a little bit better than the both lighting, and I mean they're doing a job for me.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Yeah.
What do you got, Dwayne? Sorry. I just thought, buddies, that we ended on that segment. I'm like, gosh, we could talk about this the whole time. And we had got 5 minutes to talk about it, and then the show was over.
Yep, but you always can come back. That's one less episode that I have to try to figure out what I'm going to do next time.
Wait, we don't end at 11 o'clock, do we? When did we put a time limit on it?
Well, my body and mind after this week is saying no. There's no after shows, no extended versions, or nothing.
Listen, I'm all speeded up now with that Rockstar in me, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Rockstar and Iced Tea.
Yeah, because it's like that's why he got the message so late yesterday. Because it's like I kind of like know what I want to talk about, but I never really thought about the show. Because before, like back during the summer, it's like I had my show already planned 2 shows. Now you don't even see what we're getting ready to do until that morning. Because it's one of those things where it's like the last minute thing. What am I going to talk about and how I'm going to go about doing it? So
it'd be hard for like just the two of you to like figure out content. Like we're going to talk about this, but like if you have a guest, it can.
No, you don't know. You don't know this guy.
I mean, I could talk about anything. Believe me, I could talk to. I could be walking. You could take me to Iowa with you, and I will go up to a perfect stranger and start talking to them. I mean, I don't care. It's just, you know, I'm just a friendly person. I like to talk, and a lot of times I could be quiet and sit back, but most of the time I want to engage with a couple or a person. Say, hey, what's happening, man? How you doing today? You know, they might be walking, they may have a frown on their face, and you see them, you're like, what the hell's going on with them? You know, so you go over and talk to them. Yeah, you just say hello.
What's your problem? Is that how you start it? What's your problem?
I just go, hey man, what's happening? You know, hey, what's up today? You know, and it just breaks the ice there for them, and even just throw them a smile. You know, you might just smile at the person. Smile doesn't cost you nothing, and it doesn't. You know, they look at you and they say, well, that person smiled at me, and you don't know how depressed they might be. They might be thinking of something to harm themselves, but that little smile that you threw to them, that may take them back out of that little depressed state, and that goes away from them, you know?
Yeah.
Because I was going to say, Mikey Mike can go into these long stories, 2 and 3 back-to-back stories. He did it so much when we first started, he got his own little theme song.
There we go.
Is that like the wrap it up music, or is that?
No, that's just giving him his time. And then you'll see it on YouTube. Like he has his own little visuals and stuff going on.
I see. Pretty Boy said that both Lighting and Rockville are the same. Mm-hmm. No, they're not, because the both Lighting and
you're wrong. Sorry, go ahead.
They look identical, but you have the controllers. Their controllers won't work each other.
Different IR sensors.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but they will not work, and yeah. But I mean, they look identical. Yeah. And you just go to use the IR for this one. Nope, this is for the both. This one's for the Rockville.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's finish up the chat, then we can wrap this up. because then we can always continue this another episode.
Yeah,
Really?
definitely.
Yeah,
might
but
be
it
on
was great
time
having you
next
all
time.
on.
Oh, thanks, Dwayne.
And you
Mike?
too, Emily.
Yes,
Because I was
definitely.
wondering, I was like, we keep always talking about Dan. I was like, you know,
Dan,
Emily,
Dan.
she can come too.
Yep.
Hey, we get to see Emily. It's just like the opposite with Buddy. We never get to see Tracy.
Never.
You know? No, never.
That's my first time hearing her name.
Oh my God, you hadn't heard Tracy before, even on the show.
You haven't heard Tracy?
Spelled with an I.
I don't know how, Buddy. How does she spell her name? Post that up there, buddy.
2 I's. There's 2 I's.
I-E-I-E-I-E-I-O.
So Kevin said, yes, you're advertising what you own. Also, the client can use that. Oh, yeah, I read that one. He says, almost everybody in the world does not know what the equipment is, so there's no need to get an in-depth description. They're only showing off to other DJs. Not unless you get the client that DJ Cleveland Terry speaks about, and when you know how he does a little spoofs where the client knocks on his door and they read the contract and they be like, what kind of lighting do you do? Chauvet? I don't think so.
Yep. That never happens.
Yep. And then Kelvin says, it's my marketing degree kicking in from the Ohio State. You got to put that accent to the D. You guys are all part of Buddy's network.
Oh.
And
Not
then
me.
Buddy's.
I'm never on the show.
Why is that, buddy? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh. Yeah, I guess we need to do a petition.
I heard
What
a
the heck are
couple
the likes
of things
at?
I heard a couple of things why he doesn't want me on the show, so I'm not going to argue with him.
So, and then Buddy says, just did my price update. You have to understand the small wedding is the starting package. And then he says, you're customizing for that couple. Every wedding is just a bit different. And then, oh yeah, you already answered DJ Pretty Boy's question about Rockville and both lighting, where he says it's the same. They're the same, and you're saying they're not. And then he says 3 hours. I was like, I don't think my body will allow me to do 3 hours tonight.
I got to be up at 5:30 again tomorrow morning, so there's no possible way.
Yep.
Going on about 2 hours of sleep today. I'm like,
and Cool Thing says, I personally love the Chauvet Wash Effects 2s. And then he says, it's been a great episode. Let me know if you want me to be on your show again. All right, we'll work that in.
only Cool Thing.
Yep. And then Kevin said, I would just say your price points. And then Buddy was saying, it's Tracy with a Y, Tracy.
Okay.
And then Cool Thing says, I'm going to invite all of you as a guest on my show next month. And then
thank you, Cool Thing.
What time's that?
9 o'clock on Mondays.
Yeah.
Okay. AM or PM?
Oh, that's PM.
Okay, all right.
So would that be 7 o'clock your time? 9
Where's
o'clock.
he at?
9 o'clock Eastern. He's in South Carolina.
Oh, that'd be 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
All right.
We're Central.
Okay.
Hey, you're an hour behind us.
And then DJ Pretty Boy said, well, it's your turn to fall asleep.
Uh-oh.
Nah.
No. Not tonight.
All right.
I just got to figure out this computer, what the heck's going on with it. This is hard holding into my hand, you know?
Uh-huh. How come it didn't work? I thought, so you never used it with Zoom?
Oh, I'm using Zoom on here.
No, I
but
mean
I don't know what the heck is.
The Holly, wherever you got.
Yeah, I've been using it for the last 4 episodes. I don't know what's going on with it tonight.
The Osmo?
No, a Hollyland camera. The thing is great. Yeah, it shoots in 4K. I don't know. Maybe the internet around here. It's just it's crazy. You know, like I we did 4 episodes. It worked perfect, and tonight it was just like freezing up, and mic wasn't working the right way, and it's just all right. I'm gonna go on my phone, so I'm like,
You're
I don't
giving
know
me
if I'm
flashbacks of what I do for a living. I'm like trying to troubleshoot as you're talking about it. Like,
Oh, maybe I could have you. What do you call it? Log on to my computer someday and
oh, I'm
just.
not that kind of guy.
Oh, okay. I miss working at Officer Paperback as our IT guy. If I had a problem with my computer at home, I just say, all right, here, log on to my computer. He just boom, 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 boom. All right, it's done. Thanks, Mike. Thank you, Brian. That was it.
Yep.
Right, and then Kevin said it says something about you charge taxes.
Yeah.
All right.
And we use HoneyBook as our like payment platform. So like we give them the option to like break that big old lump sum into like as many increments as they want to. And we ask for what's the deductible at the beginning? That
Deposit 25%.
Oh yeah.
25%. Emily does this part of the call.
Don't ever call it deposit.
Yeah.
Emily, don't ever
retainer.
call it deposit. A retainer. There you go.
Deposit.
Dwayne.
I forgot that, yeah.
Yes.
I
Big
forgot we
difference.
talked- yeah, there is a big difference.
Yep.
Yes.
So yeah, I use HoneyBook too. I got that. I used the WikiWeb's. I think it was 30% discount because I was watching his videos and Bar getting all those little and Brooke, DJ Brooke, getting all their little deals and stuff.
Yeah. No, it's great. Our photographer friend said HoneyBook's great. So there we are.
Yep. So with that said, let's wrap this up real quick.
Can Cool Thing come in and do the outro?
All right. Let me see. Cool Thing, if you're still there, I'll send you the.
I was joking, but he does an excellent outro. Wait till you watch this.
Yeah, he does. He has all that energy.
Mm-hmm.
So good. You're gonna love this.
Maybe when I was back in my 30s, I had that energy. Now it's gonna be 61. It's like, oh boy, All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're out here tonight. Talk to you next week. That's how I do.
So it says, Kevin was asking, the taxes you're saying is the HoneyBook range. It's not state taxes. But I know in HoneyBook you can customize your taxes what you want.
Well, thing is here.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's customized to Iowa.
Customized to Iowa, she said.
And that's per what our like business mentor attorney told us to do.
Okay. So let me send this.
We
over
definitely are a duo because there's a lot of things I'm like, I don't know, that's not me. I'll go ask Emily. And then Emily was like, Dan, answer that. So it's definitely like a pass it back and forth situation.
If you have a good accountant, they will show you what to do, what not to do, and how to save money. There's so many different ways, Well, one of the biggest, not scams, but the pizza business. It's unbelievable what they make in a year and what they got to pay taxes on. It's like, what? Really? Yeah. I'm like, oh boy. Now you guys are living high off the hog now,
So Cool Thing got it. He's seen it. So he'll be here in a second.
Cool.
Well, we really appreciate you guys having us on your show. It was really fun.
I appreciate you coming on. Now, how's the weather out there in Iowa?
We had a snowstorm today.
6 to 8 inches. We'll see what actually came down, but
it doesn't look bad.
Cool. We're having ice here tomorrow. I would rather have 6 to 8 inches of snow. There he is. Cool.
Hey, Hunter.
What's up?
So he said it's time for the outro, and I'm like, I know just the guy who can do the outro.
We got the hottest DJ and the coolest DJ
on the beach.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess the basic takeaway that I want to say is basically, if you want clients to book you, it's all about gaining their trust. So it doesn't matter how you do it, how you market yourself, just as long as you have that you're visible, that you have a brand that they can relate to. And as what Dan and Emily was saying, the more friendly and personable you can be with your clients, the better you probably can book that event. Because again, they were booking a lot of events quickly, considering when they started and where they're at right now. So I tried to do a little, I'm a teacher, so that's why I got all my little visuals going. So think trust. So think of trust. So T is for track record. So again, Tom said there's 4 places that they couples will look for you before they call you to book. So make sure you have social proof. Make sure your website is up to date. Make sure your socials and your website, anything, especially if you have prices, your information is updated and consistent across the board. And then the R is a reputation. So make sure, and it goes back to what DJ Mikey Mike said last week. You don't want to be putting a lot of controversial kind of things online, because then you can turn people away. So you make sure, and then make sure who you work with, your inner circle. So if you're a multi-op and you have DJs doing things for you, make sure everybody's on code, because they can screw things up and they'll come back on you.
And we actually did talk about that when I was a guest on your show. We talked about who you let in your inner circle.
Yep.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, you're right.
And then you understanding. So you'll get the client. If you understand what they're looking for through your conversation, and you get an understanding of what they're looking for, and then they get an understanding of what you're offering, you have a better chance of booking that client. Because if something is not fitting together, then they'll end up ghosting you and going to somebody else. Your skill, being able to read the room, timing, music knowledge, professionalism, and control. Because that's something that these last few clients that I've been reaching out to has been asking. It's not pretty much DJ skill. They just want someone to be able to create the timeline and make sure everything runs smoothly.
Right.
Dwayne, I can't believe you didn't mention that special award.
Yeah, I tried not to. But no, I did. You weren't on here. You're trying to fix your thing. Because we talked about vendors. And if you listen carefully, several times they mention having relationships with vendors, being the photographer, being the venue person. Because remember, that's how and then doing networking at the vendors, like vendor meetups. I know Brian S. Red has a lot going on in the Milwaukee area. Going to those expos. And I'm missing one. Wedding, doing the wedding shows. That's a good place to get people to. Now you want to bring the whole crew in. So, all right, buddy, check your good thing I didn't type nothing. I can just paste it.
But buddy, wait, what was that he said last night? Something about bride and never being a bride or something like that to me. About not coming on to what's the show that he does?
It's the one where it says you can always be a bridesmaid and never the bride at the wedding or something.
That's it. Yeah. So, but I think it's a little too late to come on tonight. We have Cool Thing here with us now, so.
Yeah.
Since we're almost here, I'm going to go ahead and finish because I don't need any more conflict. I've been dealing with other people conflict all week. I don't need that. Peace out. I'm out.
Yeah.
So we'll work, buddy. Yeah.
Yeah. Not this week, buddy. Maybe in about 6 months from now.
Oh, you all say there's no riff, but it's like I don't
feel it.
feel that. I don't feel that in the room when you two get together.
Well, it's just because he thinks Chicago pizza is better than Old Forge pizza. That's what it's all about.
Oh,
That's the whole riff is about.
and then Pretty Boy wants us to do 3 hours. He wants to do 3 hours so bad. It's like I can't do it.
I'm tired.
We gotta get out of here.
I gotta hurry up and take this hat off. I'm starting to get a headache because I got a hat here. I gotta get a I gotta
too,
go to the barber tomorrow.
My hair's a mess. Let me tell you. I gotta get something done with it.
Your
See,
bedtime's in 4
I'm
hours.
personally not tired
Ryan.
yet. I go to bed like 2 in the morning Eastern. Yeah.
No, I can't do it.
Yeah, I went to.
Mine's in
All right,
18
good.
minutes.
Yep.
Yeah, let's go, Dwayne.
So let's go ahead and finish up because Dan is just like giving us a let's wrap it up.
I am not doing that. Who did that?
And then T, the last T is for trustworthiness. So just remember those things when you're doing your marketing and branding, is that you're trying to tell a story and you want to make sure your story is what you want to portray to your clients, prospective clients. And then Mikey, Pretty Boy said Mikey uses a comb.
There's nothing to comb.
All right, and let's go to our shout outs for tonight. And this is something new I really didn't look at before. We got to think of some prizes for or some giveaways. So here's our chat leaderboard from last week. In first place came Kevin, DJK Productions. Then in second place was the Shuffle Couple. Third place, I don't know how DJ Pretty Boy was able to sneak in at La Ruckus Inc. He came in third place. And he was tied with DJ Cool Thing and Buddy. Then the fourth highest score was DJ Crossfire. And then 7 was DJ Mike 45. And then, is that your niece, Noelle?
Yeah, Noelle.
Yep, Noelle Rittenhouse came in, what was that, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th place. Then also, I'd like to give a shout out to the Shuffle Couple, Dan and Emily. And you can follow them at the Shuffle Couple on YouTube. And on Instagram, it's _Shuffle Couple. So that's _Shuffle Couple. And then again, make sure you check out their YouTube journey. That was real. I really liked it.
Yeah,
I did not like that video. I didn't want to post them. I just got to post something this week, and I am shocked that everyone loved that thing.
Because again, it's like what you said. You were being natural. You were being your real self.
Yes.
True.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why I tell
And
Cool
that's the
Thing.
main
That's
thing.
like that's what I liked about his lives, because he can be there by himself and he can just be going. Because it's like he'll
Yeah.
come there. Just like what he said. It'd be like 11 o'clock. I'll go to Instagram. It's like Cool Thing is live. Go there. It'll only be one person, and then
until they change their rules.
Yeah.
Where I couldn't even go live because I was under 1K.
Yeah, and then it'd be like, I just wanted to see what he's talking about. And it seemed like as soon as I come in there, I don't know if it's a ding, he'll be talking, and all of a sudden he'd be like, "What's up, Hitman?" I'm like, "No, I just wanted to see." And I feel guilty because I didn't want to leave right back out. And then when I do leave, it's 11 o'clock. I'll go back 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, and he's still talking. He's still going at it. So, yeah. That's what I liked about Cool Thing, because he's naturally, he can just, and it's he just being himself.
Yeah. Even in my gig logs, I'm myself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you can follow us.
Quiet one.
Yeah, because I see his eyes. His eyes got big. He was like, "Oh no, not another conversation." But you can join our Facebook group page. It's the Cue It Up DJ podcast. You can join the private group or public group. Just type in Cue It Up DJ Podcast in the browser on Facebook. And then you can follow DJ Mikey Mike at DJ Mikey Mike on Twitter and Facebook, and at DJ Mikey Mike 45 on Instagram. And then you can follow me at the hitmanddub on all of my socials. And then we have this thing called the DJ Collective Network, where it's one culture, many voices. So welcome to our Primetime DJ lineup, a weekly schedule of live stream shows built for DJs by DJs. Whether you're just starting out or scaling your business, we've got the knowledge, the stories, and inspiration to help you level up. So on Mondays at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube, for every DJ chasing dreams, no matter the odds, it's your time to spend with DJ Cool Thing. Then on Tuesdays at 9 o'clock p.m. on Twitch, join Buddy and his weekly guest panel of DJs for unfiltered conversations that matter. It's the DJ Roundtable with Buddy from TBM Productions. So if you missed the live stream, you can see the rebroadcast every Monday at 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time at TBM Productions DJ1, his YouTube channel. And then you have the DJ Biz School with DJ Night Owl, Sean. But lately, he's been busy doing his other venture. He has his photo booth, the beta booth. So if you're looking to add some serious wow factor to your event, check out the beta booth from Photo Booth Direct Club. It's got upgraded lighting and wiring, a mirrored faceplate that guests love, and it even comes in a rolling luggage style case, so setup is a breeze. The best part, with our code CUEITUP, you save $350. That means you get it for just $1,645. So head on to photoboothdirectclub.com and grab yours now. And don't forget to add our CUEITUP discount code. Get your discount. And then he also has the Sigma video guest book for $795 that comes in red, black, and white. And then on Thursdays, the busiest night of the week, you have the Cue It Up DJ podcast with me, the hitmanddub, and DJ Mikey Mike. We go from 9 to 11-ish. And then at 9 o'clock, you also have the Start to Spin DJ podcast with DJ Pretty Boy and DJ Shay.
I'm on that show next week.
Okay. I got to make sure I watch the replay.
Yeah. I was just on that show like a week or 3 weeks ago or so, talking about my controller.
Okay.
Congrats.
Dwayne, I just want to interrupt you here. I see Buddy is number one. I think he's our winner tonight. So anybody in the Chicago area, this is Buddy's prize. He's going to give them 45% off their next wedding.
Oh, man. Oh, and LaRocca said, can you imagine a podcast with Mike and Cool Thing? It will never finish. They both can talk. Yeah.
But actually, remember, that's how we started. But see, Cool Thing had a time limit, so he couldn't go past an hour.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Do I have to start over? Good, I don't.
Yeah.
Oh, man, no, I probably do. Yep. Let me go.
In March, if we do a Cue It Up collab, it'll be like a 2 to 3 hour long stream.
Mm-hmm.
Or 4.
I'll have to drink an extra energy drink that night.
Yeah.
Yep. So, and then we have the KJ Chill Room karaoke chat with Kevin, DJ K Productions, and along with Matt and Eric. You can join them live at djntv.com/KJ Chill every Monday at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern. And then we have our other DJ friend at _DJ Reese _ for the Recreate the Vibes podcast, where he talks about DJing in the corporate arena. So remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channels. And our fade out message for tonight is branding makes people want you, But marketing makes people see you. So you gotta have both the branding and the marketing. So, and it's just like what the Shuffle Couple said, where branding came before the marketing, because you can have the marketing, but if you don't have a brand that people can identify or connect with, it's pretty much a useless kind of thing.
Yes.
So, yeah, that's where I'm at with trying to rebrand and trying to put posts that goes with my brand instead of just miscellaneous posts. Because you can look at my IG, I have a whole bunch of stuff up there, but it doesn't say he's a DJ on wedding, a luxury wedding DJ. It's just a person that likes fuzzy stuff and Cue It Up podcast. So do you all have anything else you all want to say before we head on out?
I want to thank them. Guys, keep it shuffle. Way to go.
Yeah.
Big shout out to you guys. I mean, coming over from never DJing to what you're doing right now, it's unbelievable. Congratulations to both of you. And congratulations on your little girl.
Oh, thank you.
And I like to thank everyone that's still with us. So it's still Buddy's still here. He says okay, I guess he's saying one thing. We're not going to mention that WP word. Mike loves them. But at the same time, you got to also remember, they're one of the vendors. If you want to try to get your foot in the door and someone can like recommend you, if you can hook up with a wedding vendor, not wedding vendor, a wedding planner, then that's another way you can get into your foot into the door.
Yeah. Definitely. But he said I'm gonna come out there to cover the wedding for his discounted wedding. I can't still off with that surgery. So buddy, this one's on you, man. You have to cover it, 45% off. Let's hear it for him.
And then but then Kevin said he can subcontract Buddy.
He's not too far away.
Oh yeah, because Kevin's close to me. And then see what else. Oh yeah. And James King is still here. He says, you guys pulling an all-nighter. No, but see, James, this is his first time here, so James don't know us.
Yeah, James, thank you for showing up tonight, man. Appreciate it.
And I got to go and check out his show. So didn't he say you all going to be on his show next week?
Me?
Yeah.
Shuffle Couple, or were you going to be on Start to Spin? Or was that Start to Spin going to be on King's Court?
Yeah, they're gonna get roasted.
Okay, so I gotta make sure I'll watch that one then.
That's insider info. I don't think that's public. I don't know.
No, but he put it out there. So if he put it out there, then it's like it's free game.
Yeah.
And before we head out, thank you all so much for watching this episode of the Cue It Up DJ podcast, and we'll see you guys next week. Peace.
Okay, one more time. Let me get through these things. Mike is coming to cover. Okay, you already covered that. He'll fly in next week, and then he can have some real pizza.
See, I told you about the pizza.
And then we have DJ Pretty Boy said, or hit Adrian. James, you'll be surprised. And then Buddy went on and said, you're 30 minutes away from 3 hours. And then you can do it. No, I don't. My brain is going to explode.
You can do it.
We're done.
You can do it.
Come on, cool thing. One more time. We want to hear you rat us out here, buddy.
Yeah. Thank you all so much for watching this episode of the Cue It Up DJ podcast with my buddy Dwayne, the hitmanddub, and my buddy DJ Mikey Mike, and the special guest, the Shuffle Couple. And we'll see you guys next time. Peace out.
And remember, before it's time to spin, you got to first cue it up. All right, take care of you all. Have a good weekend and crush those gigs.
I'm a
I rise like the sun while the world still sleeps. Scouring the sites looking for new leads. Marathon gigs with no in between.
Is this when the credits are showing? Like lines of credits
but I'm battling
going down?
fatigue, chasing passion while my mental is still out on leave. It's an everyday hustle, so respect the DJ life. We make it look easy, but the pressure's tight. Cue up the pressure. Pressure. Cue up the pressure. Pressure. Cue up the pressure. $1 earned, got a story to tell. Dreams in the booth where the DJs dwell. Clubbing is a struggle like it's all I've got. Set it up, break it down, travel to the next spot. Ambitions, the engine stay sharp like a tool. Revving through my gigs, power drinks is fuel. It's an everyday hustle, we'll respect the DJ life. We make it look easy, but the pressure's tight. Pressure. Cue up the pressure. 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 Cue up the pressure. 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 Cue up the pressure. The pressure.
Are there still people in chat?